There was a time when I did want to come back, and I had all the reasons to come back. Come back and do what? Tell me, Smita.
To prove a point that you're not running away from law.
But I don't need to prove to anybody. What I'm afraid about is that you have some people that I have upset, and they're politically. Whether they sit in the opposition or they sit anywhere else, they have an axe against me. And they also have a lot of clout.
That stadium right now in Ahmedabad is his baby, or is the BJP's baby and you just in an interview said you'll tear it down and rebuild.
I'll tear out no, 1 second. It's the best stadium in India today.
Yeah.
But it's not good enough, is what I said.
All right.
I said it's not good enough. When I said I said if I would like to tear that down, obviously all the others have to be teared down too. I have done nothing wrong. But if I have done something, and they talk about, you know.
Your friendships are legendary, Mr. Modi.
But I come from, I'm the grandson of Lalit Modi.
True.
I told you I was born with a diamond spoon. When you accuse you of taking few crore rupees, I make more than that a day.
Whenever the media talks about you, you're often labeled as a fugitive. Now, it's a problematic term because there hasn't been a conviction nor an extradition of Mr. Lalit Modi. So let me read out the research that I have and tell me if there is any change in this status. BCCI disciplinary action, life ban remains in force. FEMA violations, multiple proceedings, penalties imposed in some matters. 10.65 crore FEMA penalty upheld, Supreme Court declined relief in 2025. PMLA money laundering probe investigated for years but no conviction. Extradition from UK pursued by ED, not successfully implemented. We are here in London doing this interview. Interpol Red Corner notice, not ultimately issued. Criminal conviction, none publicly reported in major IPL related cases. So what is your current status now? Are you running from the Indian law?
I don't know what I'm running from. The best part is this.
Are you running first?
I'm not running at all. I'm going all over the world. If I was running, you would be picking me up somewhere or the other. Indian government has a long arm. It doesn't have a short arm. It has a long arm. You can't take on the government of India. And I don't intend to, and I don't want to. The point is not the government, it's the media. Because you have no libel in your country, in our country. You can say what you want. And I sell news. You know, Vineet Jain, maybe a client of yours, a very, very dear friend of mine. Okay? He would write stories which had no head or tail. And I call him up.
Not he, his reporters on his portal or in his newspaper. Yes.
Yes, in his newspaper. They would write stories. But
okay.
The buck stops at the top.
Okay.
The buck stopped at me at the end of the day. The buck stops at the top. I know his reporters well. And I said, why are you pushing this story? I've been told to write this story. Why? Because it sells newspapers. He said, you sell my newspapers. What can I do? Now, if you want to write and I sell your newspapers, at least tell the truth. I have pending lawsuits against Times of India of hundreds of crores of libel. It never gets heard in our country. So justice comes. I don't know when it comes, like you said correctly. The slow justice is a punishment itself. So not a single case against me has been registered. Why? If I have been so bad, and everybody says I've been so bad, okay, at least guys go out and prosecute me.
So when are you coming back?
I'm not. That's a big question, okay? There was a time when I did want to come back. And I had all the reasons to come back. Come back and do what? Tell me, Smita.
To prove a point that you're not running away from law.
But I don't need to prove to anybody. You say to me, prove to who? If my family and my friends...
You have always done things to prove to the world things.
No.
Whether it's IPL, whether it was anything that you've done, it's to prove your detractors wrong. So why can't you come back?
You're wrong. That's what I did then. When I did prove it to them wrong, okay, I showed it and I've done it. Done it not once, many times.
Yeah.
Okay, my point is, today, those are detractors that you could deal with, and they were either businessmen or somebody less. Here you have a whole country where the legal system takes its own time. When the legal system catches up and is quick enough, I will be back. There were no buyers in those days. Whoever came and put the money on the table took it. The only friend for IPL that is so big today, 11 people bid, and all 11 were friends of mine.
Yeah.
Nobody believed that the IPL will work. Even the BCCI didn't believe it. My father didn't believe it. So why would anybody come? I mean, I'm just learning these things. Nobody believed in the IPL. If the IPL was so big, there should have been a line. The BCCI people didn't want to come even to the meeting. No broadcaster wanted it. No advertiser wanted it. No industrialist wanted it.
Yeah.
So the 11 people that bid, only one of them I didn't know, Venkatram Reddy of Deccan. That is the only surprise bid I got. The 10 other bidders were all good friends of mine I grew up with. So I gave it to friends and family. I didn't give it.
Yeah, you asked them to join in.
No, I didn't.
Then?
They just one bid.
Okay.
I did. Listen, it was an open. What did we do? This is what's missing from
This is saying you asked Munjal, you asked Airtel
I
guy, everybody, and they said no.
Listen, my job is to present to you the proposition of what I'm going to do.
Right.
I made over 1,000 presentations. When I say I made, these are sticking out. I tried to persuade them to bid, not join. There's nothing as joining.
Sure, bye.
I put a tender out.
Huh.
I put it in the newspaper. Front page of the Times of India, Hindustan Times, Indian Express. It's in every newspaper, front page. We put out a tender to bid for a team. How does the bidding process take place? Which is missing from the whole narrative to date. Thank you for asking the question. We put out a narrative. You buy the tender copy, 5 lakh rupees as a goodwill. You buy the tender and you pay the BCCI the 5 lakh. You get a copy of the tender and you fill it out. And you submit it at 12 o'clock in front of the media. We don't know who's going to bid or not bid. We open it in front of you. I started the process of opening the tenders with cameras right left.
In front, yes.
In front, and I opened them and the highest bidder wins. That was the system. Unfortunately, I thought...
You didn't rig the system?
You can't rig the system.
Okay.
I thought that anybody could bid. Anil Ambani lost, who was not a friend of mine. He was bidder. I knew him very well. I didn't like him, but I knew him very well. Okay, but he bid. He lost. How could you rig a system? So Broto lost. Here's the bid. DLF lost. One of my closest friends, Raju Singh, he lost. Okay? Venkatram Reddy won. I didn't know who's going to get what. It was the highest bid to choose it. If there were 30 bids, who knows? There were 100 bids, who knows?
Then why are you accused of rigging the whole bidding process?
They're not, it's not, they're calling it bid rigging for Kochi because I refused to sign.
Sign, okay.
That's what if you look at the drummed up charges by the BCCI.
Mr. Jaitley said you're part of the axis of evil.
Yes, of course, he had to say something, no? I can't just say something. He can't be...
No,
he was very dramatic in Parliament. He had to say something. Axis of evil of what? If I was axis of evil, why did he wait for 6 years to say it?
But when he was banning you, they went through a whole process.
But 1 second. Yes, they went through a whole process where the chairman of the committee, Chirayu Amin, resigned. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And who prosecuted me? Jyoti Rajesh Scindia and somebody else. And when the time came for me to give my statement, they had statements from 20 people, right? I am the victim. When I had to give the statement, I'm driving to St. James Court to go to the Skype link, the live link. And I get a message, no, we have decided that we are not going to let you do it. And I'm sitting with Mr. Jaitley 1 week before that in London at the St. James Court. I said, we will give you the full right to speak your mind. And when they've decided, because they must have had some pressure, but they were so afraid of me giving my own testimony.
So they found you guilty of bid rigging, financial irregularities, improper award of contracts, and other misconducts, smaller misconducts. So when you spoke to him in St. James Court Hotel, did you give him proof and say, this is what I'm going to put forward in my testimony?
No, I didn't know they were going to drum these charges up, by the way. They drummed these charges up for the sake of drumming it up. Then, this was based upon the FIR filed in Chennai too, right? Go look at the Chennai FIR. I don't understand to date. 17 years have gone by. That FIR hasn't moved. Why hasn't it moved? I'll tell you why hasn't it moved. Because there's a noting on the file by the police commissioner that he's investigated everything and there's nothing wrong with Lalit Modi. Now they don't release that. Now, that is the problem.
But that was then. Why now?
Even till this date, that is the only FIR outstanding. And to this date, everything is based on the PML is based on that. Everything is based on that FIR outstanding. And that FIR has no legal standing and hasn't gone to court. And the report that has been filed by the police commissioner is in my favor. So they don't want to release it. So they put it under they put it in the file. Mein laga do.
In a couple of interviews of late, you've said that the Congress government was against you.
It is.
But for 15 years, it's Mr. Modi's government in power.
I know, but every time if you look at in Parliament or you look at speeches of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, He always still attacks me. Every time there's an election, he attacks me. Every time there's some issue and that comes up, I'm being attacked. Why am I being attacked by the Congress government?
But Mr. Rahul Gandhi speaks against Mr. Ambani, Mr. Adani.
Yeah, he does.
speaks about everybody,
you know
but
what
they're
happened?
still there.
They don't sell newspaper. They don't sell news. I sell news. Okay, everybody's interviewing me because cricket is so big. Cricket has become so big. Cricket has put me in a limelight, which, unlike Mr. Adani and Mr. Ambani, who are good friends of mine, it's a different story.
He bought a team because of you.
No, but I'm saying that's a separate issue. But point is that the public sentiments are raised because of me. Some way or the other, one way or the other. That is why you're sitting here with us today.
But you say you upset with the media. But
I'm not upset with the media.
A certain section of the media.
I'm not upset with anybody. Please understand. Upset would be if I was upset with the media, I would go media silent. Okay, if I was upset with the media, I'm not upset. It's the system. It's the laws. It's the laws. It's the laws that are there. If the laws allow you to keep saying what you want today in England or anywhere else in the world, you do something defamatory, the law will be very strong and hold you to task and take action. Unfortunately, you can't go to the court in India and get a stay order or get an injunction as far as libel is concerned against big newspapers. It's impossible.
That stadium right now in Ahmedabad is his baby, or is the BJP's baby and you just in an interview said you'll tear it down and rebuild.
I'll tear out no, 1 second. It's the best stadium in India today.
Yeah.
But it's not good enough, is what I said.
All right.
I said it's not good enough. When I said I said if I would like to tear that down, obviously all the others have to be teared down too. I said it's the best stadium in India today. Yeah. If it was me as Lalit Modi, and I had to give a fan experience of international quality, I would tear that one down too. Because today, you look at a Wembley Stadium, you look at any other Lord, you look at any stadium around the world, the Barcelona Stadium, the Manchester United Stadium, the Man City Stadium, they're far greater than any stadium that we have ever had. And today, we have more money in the BCCI.
Yeah. I get that, what you're saying, the whole experience of having 100 toilets instead of a dozen toilets. I get that. I'm totally with you as far as the whole experience. Correct. Going is a huge pain.
It's a pain.
Finding parking, taking your children. I get all that.
Why won't you put 10,000 cars underground? Cars coming from all sides. Why don't you put modern escalators going up, food courts in there? Yeah. If you want to make it, we don't need the money. The money will come automatically. You make it 365 days, put shopping underground. When on match day it's closed, you make it completely air conditioned. You make restaurants in there and make it really world class. I have done nothing wrong. But if I have done something, and they talk about, you know.
Your friendships are legendary, Mr. Modi.
But I'm the grandson of Rai Bahadur Gujalwal Modi.
True.
I told you I was born with a diamond spoon. When you accuse me of taking few crore rupees, I make more than that a day in my life.
Even now?
Even, we are the biggest company globally. We are big. It's a 2.5 lakh crore market capitalization value of
Are you still part of it?
Of course I'm part of it. I own the business. I gifted it to my children. My children own it. I'm a kept father by my children.
So
I live in a beautiful home. I live the biggest life. I go everywhere. How do you think I do it? Listen, what did you think? I took 10 or 12 crores or something? It won't last me a week. It won't last me a week.
Do you think it's this larger than life?
It is what it is.
I
was born with it.
Okay.
Why would I change my lifestyle for anybody? Why would I live my life for anybody else? My grandfather didn't live it. My father didn't live it for anybody else.
I'm not making a value judgment. What I am saying is this larger than life lifestyle? Is it what bothered some people back home?
I'm sure it does. And it continues to bother. But
is it the same thing that Mr. Vijay Mallya faces? He's also a friend of yours.
He's a friend of mine. Vijay is a different story. Okay? I don't know what his issue is. But it was to do with banks and things like that. We never borrowed money. I never took money from anybody. I never had any money to take from anybody. I only gave money. I only paid money. None of our businesses have bank borrowings or anything else, or government contracts or things like that. We are consumer brands. We are with the world's biggest. We manufacture Marlboro. It is the #1 brand worldwide.
Yeah.
I'm not a manufacturer licensee. I'm an owner of the brand.
You said Champions League was a dummy that you set up.
I did, because Rupert Murdoch took away something that I owned, ESPN, by hook or crook, and didn't pay me for my dues. If he had, I took him to court. So I said, only way I can get back to him is if I own something that he wants.
And then you sell Champions League.
It was an open bid. I hoped he win, and he won. And I knew it never worked. So what did we do? In IPL, we control every aspect of it. You've seen that? Every aspect we control. And Champions League, we gave it all away. You do everything. You sell the ticket. You do media thing. You do everything you want. Why did we do that? Why would we give up control? Because we knew it was dummy. So who were friends of ours, they also knew it was a dummy. We hoped he would bite the cherry. He did. Because IPL became so successful. When you say I orchestrated, listen, when you make a movie or you make a script, you script it. I scripted it too. Luckily, the script fell in place. So if I'm going to script something, when I make a project, I make it on a white piece of paper of how I want it to go. And anything I do. And then I see how we are doing. And we want this spike, this way. How are you going to get people interested? At the time we launched the IPL, this is the main issue. We were a nobody.
Yeah.
Today we are not in the house. We are the house. So today rules have to change. We don't need owners to sit on the ground. We didn't need owners to be at auctions. They couldn't be. Look at Lakshmi Mittal. Very nice gentleman, good friend of mine, humble to the core. He goes to the match. He just became an owner. He paid $1.6 billion. Sits in his box with his Usha ji, watches the match. After the match, goes and congratulates the player and leaves. Okay? That is how he owns the Celtics. He owns the Formula One. He has a QPR team. He understands.
Why are you appreciating that? Because you were never that. You were what Mr. Goenka is.
But 1 minute.
Loving the drama of it all.
But that is what I needed at that time.
Okay.
Without that, IPL would not be what it is. IPL has grown from a baby into an adult. IPL is now the place. Indian cricket was the place. It has gone second, third or fourth tier.